Kenny is just lazing around, but Kenny does a lot. So Kenny goes to get his colon empty. He takes laxative. He spits, which is really good. Spenny goes the hard route. However, in Kenny ways, Spenny ways, he does the worst thing that you can do is he gets really sore the first day. So on the first day, he's like, holy shit, what am I supposed to do? And he gets really injured. Well, not injured, but really sore. So he takes bath. He goes for yoga. He can't do the yoga. So Spenny is a perfect example of I plan it, but I cannot do it. Versus Kenny is I didn't really plan it, but what can I do? You know. There's some good moments where um, doesn't really fuck around with each other. It's just a classic competition. It's just compared to Palette, it's a lot more vanilla. There's not really a moment like, holy shit, this show is crazy. But at the same time, it's good TV, and this is what season one is. It's good TV. It's just not Kenny versus Penny crazy. Kenny versus Penny works really well because from season one to season six, it's a graduation. It's more and more and more crazy. Versus, oh, they would have been crazy in season one, and season one they're very tame. And this is upping the ante and upping the ante and upping the ante. So kind of a cool episode. And I gotta say, I don't remember the humiliation with this one. I'm sorry. Again, I haven't watched a show in like a year. However, I'm gonna say that I remember Spenny losing and being really cool about it, and be like, you know what, you won, good for you, congratulations, you know. And I like that. It's not about. Well, at the same time, he doesn't know that Kenny cheated, so maybe that's why. You see how nice this is? This is crazy nice. I'm filming. Cool. The pilot also, the reason why I like the pilot a lot is it feels like no budget. This one feels a bit more budget. Season 1, episode 2, who can say I waited longest. So this is fucking phenomenal. So they go in this competition, and this one is, to be honest, this is the really first quality episode. So the pilot, in my opinion, is artistically good. Who can say away the longest is television good. So for example, so they go in and they said who can say away the longest. Super, super, super simple competition. At first, Kenny talks about his way of doing it. Kenny loves coffee. He loves coffee. Penny doesn't have coffee, so Kenny uses paraphernalia, not paraphernalia into drugs, but he uses coffee pills. He uses coffee a lot. He doesn't want to sleep, and this competition is really really nice. I gotta say, who can say wait the longest? When I first watched it, I didn't like it. When I watched it the second time, I didn't like it. I grew to like this episode a lot for multiple reasons. I'm going to end to it. So they both get in. I'm like, holy shit, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. However, and it's really a cool experience because Kenny tells us it's more so about, hey, this is the second day, this is the third day. There's this really funny scene, and it's Spenny classic. Possibly one of the funniest thing that Spenny have ever said is that who can spend, the first one to sleep loses, and they're filming him, and they're like, dude, and Spenny's like, to the camera, it's like, dude, there's only 6 hours in. How can we fall asleep? I'm not even tired yet. So they use this tactic once again. Spenny has no tactic. He has his nephew come in, and his nephew makes a lot of noise. Is to keep him awake, which is funny because he does spend a lot of energy, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well, this is crazy, and this is good old Kenny vs. Penny because they go on the roof and they throw eggs at people, which is funny. But it's more than that. It's more than just that. It's two completely different person and a completely different reaction to that same trial. Kenny feels good. He feels it's sort of a high. Kenny also uses a lot of, like I said, coffee pills, so he has an advantage. Spenny does drink decaf, it doesn't work. So that's actually pretty funny. What ended up happening is they go to a science fair. Kenny's in a wheelchair because like, yo, I don't want to spend energy. So it's funny. There's what is kind of cool is they actually did really freaking good. This episode is momentous. It is amazing because so for example they go in the morning and they say the morning really helps. Spidey does find a way, which is cold shower, which does help. They're waking up. They have the sunrise. Like, oh, even though I'm tired, sunrise helping me, which I confirmed. I had some complete night of working, of making content, so I can confirm that sunrise does help. What else? There's sleep. Yes, there's a couple of more things we can talk about. There's the fact that they went to a doctor to see their sleep because they don't fall asleep. So they're saying, okay, well, we're gonna see who's more tired. They're both similar. Kenny's a bit more awake. Now, this is the craziest thing with Spenny and Kenny. Kenny, yes, is more awake, but Kenny uses coffee. He uses natural stimulants. He uses coffee pill. He uses coffee. Spenny is going in blood cold. He's going in with no help. And Spenny is more tired than Kenny, but not by much. Not by much. So if Spenny would have taken coffee just a normal amount, it would have been good. It would have been really good. And even a coffee pill, we could have taken the coffee pill. It would have been good enough. There's that. There's this. There's the famous clicker moment where Kenny buys a machine. When you tilt your head, it's keeping you. It's making a noise to keep you awake. And the cool thing is, this is a cool gimmicks. And Spenny's like, oh, gimmicks. It's a cool gimmicks, but it's also a really good show and tell. So when it does this, and this is what I really enjoy. This is a moment that I find the most interesting about Kenny versus Spenny. So you hear the sound, and Spenny's like, what is that sound? And then Kenny smiles, and he explains to him calmly. It's like, oh, this is my tactic. This is what I'm using. And then when he's explaining, Kenny fucks up. He didn't explain it properly. He said, oh, this here, he makes mistakes on which ears. It's like, this is for that, this is for this, he makes mistakes. But it's cool because it does showcase Kenny. And this is the only way that it shows Kenny. That he's tired. This is the only moment of weakness of Kenny. Which is still human, it's still very human. So, good episode, Kenny wins. And the way Kenny wins is, I fucking love this moment. So, they're on the couch, and Kenny has the camera, and he shows Spenny. It's like, oh, Spenny's sleeping. But it's really cool. Again, I'm sorry, I don't remember the humiliation. I'm sorry. Season 2, episode number 3. One of my favorite episodes. See, this is possibly the best episode in the season 1. Season 1 is so complex. It's so